Boom! Monthly update time. Essays. Nothing really going on in the background, just trying to keep afloat as the liberal tears continue to pour in. I'm not complaining. And a lot of people are asking, now that the election's over, are you going to take a vacation? Yes. I don't know when, but eventually we'll be taking a vacation. I'll be doing it solo if I keep playing this clip right here. I'm going to have to maybe call... I don't know. Somebody knows. Anyway, let's do some questions. Let's scroll through Trump dancing because I don't, want this thing gigantic on my face because again, I'm ugly. Someone's gonna say, "Oh, stop it!" No, look at this nose. It's completely full of acne for some weird reason. That and cocaine. Shut up. Don't. Anyway, boys, let's rock and roll. We've got a 20% off merchandise on our website, saltmustflow.com. Discount code is Christmas. It's valid from now until 12/9/24 at 11:59 Eastern. It's the other way to put an ad. At least it's an ad for my own stuff. How's that, guys? Lost Elf, what's going on? Hey, Salty, we won 77 million American voters, giving 8 billion people the chance to not die in a World War III. Well, yeah, I hope so. Listen, just because Trump's in there doesn't mean that they won't cause World War III. Who knows? This is way bigger than 2016. What are you most hopeful here at home? Mass deportations, the Doge, economic recovery, retribution. I want everything. Yeah, well, dude, is this an F, marry, kill? Can I have all of them? Can we throw in? I also want people. I want lawfare thrown right back in the lefties' direction. People say, "Oh, you gonna stoop to their level?" Yes, I'm gonna stoop to their level. And by the way, it's not stooping, considering it's just they committed crimes. Let's hold these people accountable for it. And I'd also look forward to you have to rein in this mainstream media. They're saying crazy shit. I mean, just insane stuff. And so whether that, it's a little bit harder for political people to sue for defamation. There's some sort of, if you're a political official, the bar is like way through the roof. But I mean, they're calling him a Nazi and stuff like this. I think he should be able to sue these people. And if we investigate and find that you're knowingly being paid to say real stupid shit, I think we should, arrest you for propaganda. So let's get that going too. Kaliki Kaku is the thing to say. Hope the deal with the Dr. Drew show gets confirmed. If so, will you be the new sidekick or weekly visitor? If it's too soon to share, it's understandable. Is this a potential scenario? So that's obviously a joke. It's because I keep going on the Dr. Drew show. And the reason why I keep going on the Dr. Drew show is, number one, I am that dude, Adam Carolla. These are pioneers. I mean, they've been doing talk radio for 20-something, maybe 30 years at this point. And, I listened to Loveline for decades. And I got a huge amount of respect for Dr. Drew. And Emily, I don't know, is she a producer or is she... One of his people is just a rabid listener of this show and just kind of hooked us up. And so, I'll continue doing that show and I'll continue to... Dr. Drew's show and Side Scrollers, I'm comfortable now on those two shows. So if I'm going to do anybody's show, it's probably those two shows. Thank you. I know you don't click any links, but I got a hosting site over here for this chart that I worked up. Past 3 statistics from 2016, 2020, and 2024 shows that voter turnout went down by 4.2 million this year from 2020. And from 2016 to 2020, it went up 26.7 million votes. That's a lot of votes, defying logic. Yeah, no, it's totally defying logic because it's a scam. Vote by mail. Your name's missing on here. Bro, thank you whoever posted this. I'm so sorry. Your name got cut out of the thing. The Fauci scam, the COVID scam was in order to induce vote by mail. And so they dumped 100 million ballots into the United States Postal Service with absolutely zero signature. There's no signature verification. There's no chain of custody. It's insane. And what they did was they cross-referenced because they knew it was going to be record low turnout. When you have nobody ever votes because they hate the other person. If it's Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and the lefties hate Hillary Clinton, they hate Donald Trump, they're just going to stay home. And that's what would have happened in 2020. It was Donald Trump, who they didn't like, and Joe Biden, who they didn't like. There was no primary. They forced everybody out of the primary to make it look like Joe Biden. Joe Biden was never popular. And so they were going to have gigantic voter apathy. And then on top of that, you put COVID. So they were looking at the lowest turnout of all time in 2020. And so they said, we'll do the COVID thing. We'll dump 1 million ballots in there. And then we'll say everybody voted because they hated Donald Trump so much. And they're doing this they're still counting votes in California today. So you got a bunch of votes, a bunch of ballots that got dropped into the system. And even though there's no date, there's no signature, it just says Kamala Harris, right? Scribbled, or maybe not even, they didn't even vote for it, but a ballot was dropped into the system. And people go and they harvest these ballots from apartment complexes in the trash can, and they just dump them into the drop boxes. And then, because they've been dropped into the drop boxes, then Democrats will work backwards and say, well, listen, man, we don't want to disenfranchise anybody, so let's go ballot cure. And we'll just keep doing this until we win. Well, that's what they did on a massive scale for 2020. Nobody voted on the left-hand side in 2020. And the reason why they got 81-something million votes is because they kept doing that. They kept using those ballots that were found to win. And you can only do that if you could pause the count. And so we flooded them with MAGA energons, and they weren't able to pause the count, so they weren't able to do that, and so they lost. They lost. They were going to do it again. Don't get me wrong. They were going to do it again. But we overcame it because there were so many of us. Jason, who are you betting on the new Speaker of the House that can produce the most rees? Thank you, man. I don't know. He also wants me to tell his little brother to wake up and get out of the super lib Los Angeles area. Oh man, get out of there. Yeah. Jason, I don't know. The Speaker of the House is going to be fucking worthless at this point. This is going to be, we've got a 1-seat majority in the House at this point. Donald Trump's going to have to do everything that needs to get done. He's going to have to do it through executive order. Someone's going to say, well, I thought you didn't like, I don't like executive orders. I also don't like California counting to fucking December so they can steal 3 House seats. There's a lot of things I don't like. But he's going to have to, there's a bunch of things that he can do at the executive level, like tariffs. He doesn't need Congress to do any of that. He can just, through the executive branch, he could just say, well, this is how we're dealing with this country. It's the execution of how we deal with these foreign nations is completely in his purview. And so he can legislate essentially through that. And I'm sure he can get real creative and find other ways to do it. So we won't even really need the House. The House is fucking worthless as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. It's just the way it is. We need at a federal level, at Donald Trump's executive branch, we need to unfuck the elections. You can't count votes. You can't dump votes into the United States Postal Service where their workers' union endorsed Kamala Harris. No, you don't get to do that. And you don't get to count votes for fucking weeks, and you don't get to fucking drop votes off for months, and you don't get to these nebulous boxes, no signature verification, no chain of custody. No. All that shit thrown out, and then we can get the House full of MAGA people. I don't want Republicans. I don't trust Republicans. We want MAGA. So let's set a timetable and get going on that. Mad scientist, at what point in this political cycle do we see the camera pan to the right and show a smiling man in a suit sitting behind a table who says, imagine if you will. Dude, it's been the Twilight Zone on fucking steroids forever. I mean, they shot Donald Trump in the head, and then they tried to shoot him again, and it's like not that really big of a deal. It just seems crazy. We're a complete group of boiled frogs over here. We got to fix this place. Salty in Ohio, any thoughts on getting a bona fide show producer getting big enough that you may need one? They can at least make sure that you're ready on time? What? How dare you? The creators that use them now, it seems to work for them, and things are ready when they need them. Don't have to waste a bunch of time looking for them. Bongino. Look at this. Salty in Ohio. Look, Bongino's better than you. And the Quarter is better than you. And Benny Johnson. Just to name a few. Son of a bitch. We got to ban Salty in Ohio now. It would potentially help organize your streams a bit. Please don't get butthurt over my question. Too late. Please don't get butthurt. Should have been put at the front of your question. How dare you? Yeah, I'm not doing a producer. I'm not doing it. Listen, my wife handles everything other than the video. I can't talk to people. there's no way I could deal with another human. And will the show suffer from it? The show will suffer from it. Will we not? Will we not reach our potential? We will not reach our potential. Look at this face. No, that's okay. That's okay. And so the show being a gonzo fucking stupid crazy show where shit doesn't work, it's kind of the point. It's kind of the point. I loathe CNN and this polished atmosphere with these people, or no. Now, when something's all fucking stupid and doesn't work, you know exactly who to blame. It's me. Yeah. And I can't human. So there's no way. And to be honest with you, when they try to arrest you over your podcast over real stupid shit, you kind of don't want to involve other people, because then it's just another vector of attack, and it's just all fucking stupid. It's hard to. I'm going to write a book later on. Let me write a book, and then maybe they'll give better insight. Klaus Wolf, when are you guys going to get a dog? And I agree with whomever said you deserve some time off. God bless, Wolf. Thanks, brother. It's kind of like I don't know if I can keep a dog alive. I would love a dog, I think. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of work, man. I become as I'm getting older and older and older, I'm a gigantic germaphobe now. And I was watching my neighbor the other day, and they were walking their dog, and then they just walked back into the house. I'm like, you didn't clean the dog's feet first? I was sitting there going, hold on. I was like, well, that dog's just gonna walk in. What's going on out here? Probably jump on your bed? I don't know. I can't handle it. I'm getting OCD and crazy germaphobe as I get older. Celtic Frost, hey Salty, what the fuck is that thing that you're holding that transforms into a gun? And now binoculars. It's a hand strengthening thing. I use it because the clutch on my dirt bike is so fucking strong that I was only able to ride my dirt bike for 10 minutes. It's like, fuck, man. If I could, forearm was killed me. I was like, I gotta get something to work my forearms. And so I just squeeze it during the show. Can you hear it? Yeah. And now I can ride that dirt bike all day long. All right, boys. And congratulations on election, man. Thank you, Celtic Frost, or Celtic Frost, depending on pronunciation. Rasputin 99. We almost have 2 months before the January 2025. Do you think the commies are going to try something? Yeah, I think they're going to try. They're still in the house right now in California. Yeah, they ain't ever going to just back down. So there's that. Joe Biden keeps giving. There's an article today. Joe Biden was considering giving nukes to Ukraine. Those again, they'll set Eastern Europe on fire if they can. So I'm pessimistically optimistic about what's going on. But yeah, no, I definitely think shit could go sideways really quick. Your statue will be next to Mark Dice. That's high praise. That's high praise. Thanks for keeping us not only informed but laughing as well. That is high praise, and I couldn't think of a better way to leave the monthly update than praise like that. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the continued support of this ridiculous channel. And we'll see you guys in the next month. Take care.